Hey. You have the cash?
Yeah. This should do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Really think this reward money's gonna help us find Emily and Xander?
It's our best shot. We know Xander's done the rave scene in Albany. If he's taking Emily up there, I'm sure Elizabeth and I can find someone who'll give us a lead.
Well, don't miss the border towns, too.
All right. You sure you still don't want to come along?
No, you know, I think we're gonna cover more ground if we split up. Besides, there's a lot of local places to check out.
All right. Well, watch your back.
You too? Take it easy on Elizabeth. Don't stress her out with that you need to be with Nikolas stuff.
I'm too concerned with Emily to even think about that.
Yeah, this is a tough time.
All right. I'll see you.
Oh, promise me. You and Elizabeth will be careful on this trip?
We will.
Lucky, what trip are you and Elizabeth taking? And why isn't Nikolas going with you?
Business.
Oh, I disagree. I authorized release of the funds that Lucky will be taking with him.
It's my money, Grandmother.
But you're not allowed to access it without my permission. And I may choose not to release funds in the future if you refuse to tell me how you're spending them.
Okay,
We're tracking down Xander, Emily Quartermain's kidnapper.
Oh, I see. And you're leaving Port Charles?
Yes. Elizabeth and I are hitting the road. Nikolas is staying behind.
But I would think you'd be more effective if you all worked together.
Well, thank you for your insight, but you know what? We don't agree. You should be going.
Yeah, I'll check in with you later.
Yeah. Don't you ever hold the Cassadine money over my head again.
Well, I'm merely looking out for your best.
Save it! You will never control me, whether you cut off my trust fund or not. And stay the hell away from my brother.
How ungrateful you are. After all I've done to bring you to your heart's desire.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I brought the mail.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some juice. Do you guys want anything? No?
No, I'm fine, thanks. So, how is she?
She's still unconscious, but apparently that's normal. I called the station. The guy said you spent the night there waiting for word on the search on Emily.
I stayed out of the way.
I'm not riding you on. I just want you to be careful not to spread yourself too thin, you know, checking on me, worrying about Emily.
I can't stop thinking that none of this would have happened if I hadn't dragged Emily to that stupid rave in the first place.
In case you haven't noticed, my brother's a little worried about our mother. It's real supportive of you to dump your problems on him at a time like this.
Can you not go anywhere without picking a fight? Juan has every right to be worried about Emily, and you know what? Don't get me started on their role in this.
Excuse me for caring about my brother.
Is she waking up?
Yeah, you can go in now.
Mom?
Mom, wake up. Hi.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at Columbia in class.
Gia's here because I called her, Mom. When your mother has a heart attack, there's a rule that you show up, hang out by the bedside. How you feeling?
Like an elephant sitting on my chest.
Well, the doctors say that you're gonna be fine. As long as you cut back on your workload to about 80 hours a week.
There's nothing wrong with hard work.
Hey. Hey, is there news on Emily? No, but there's a plan. Elizabeth and Lucky are going to Albany to check out the party scene there. Okay, so what can I do to help? Well, you and I are going to stay and work the local area. and definitely stay available in case Emily manages to call.
But whatever we find, we're gonna take to the police.
Yeah, Juan, absolutely. Okay? So, how's Taggart's mom?
She's just waking up.
Face it, Mom. You're gonna have to cut back on your workload.
I'd go crazy.
Then you don't get out of here.
Gia, I want you back in school. How many classes have you missed?
Not so many, it'll matter.
Mom, why don't you rest a while, okay? We'll be here when you wake up.
Get your sister on a plane
Mom.
back in school.
Let's let her rest for a while.
Just want you to know that your mother's neurological functions are normal. And I don't see any problem, really. She's going to need a cardiologist, but neurologically speaking, I think she's going to be fine.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Well, now that you know your mother's okay, I want to take you outside for some fresh air.
No, I want to stay.
I'll stay. Go home and grab a nap while you have a chance, and I'll call the minute she starts to wake up.
You have my number, right?
No, I'll write it down for her.
Okay. Now, don't say anything to Mom that's going to cause her to have another heart attack before I get back, all right? Thanks for coming down. You need a lift home?
No, I can catch one.
You keep me in touch on Emily.
I will.
Don't feel you have to stay on my account.
Why don't you let us decide where we want to be?
Well, I know it's not here, so why don't you just take off?
Fine. You know, if you drop the attitude for a second, you might realize there are people around willing to help you. Let's go.
You sure this is what you want?
So how are Lucky and Elizabeth getting to Albany?
Train.
Lewis, report to radiology. Dr. John Lewis, report to radiology.
Did you not get the part where I said I wanted to be alone?
I didn't believe you.
Great. Just what I need. Another expert on me.
I know what waiting like this is like. Nothing really to do except remember and be afraid. So I thought that I would come back here and annoy you to make time go more quickly.
Well, you are annoying, I'll give you that. With all your money and your rich boy ways. Never had to work for anything or hold a job that wasn't for fun. Never had to face a parent with impossible expectations.
That you'd be surprised.
You want to know what my mother said to me when she woke up? Not, I love you, not, baby, I'm so glad to see you. No, it was, what are you doing here? Why aren't you in school getting straight A's, making the dean's list, making me proud? Which she never is. Nothing I do is good enough for her.
My uncle was like that. He had expectations for me, and well, frankly, I didn't want to meet them. The hardest part was that I still loved him. Even when I hated the pressure, and even when all I wanted to do was run away and change my name and become something totally different.
What is this, like a really close moment between us?
No, it's just me trying to annoy you. 12.
Moscow.
6?
You went to Moscow when you were 6 years old?
My uncle took me to about, I don't know, 100 different museums. We got to see the off-limit rooms, the private collections, the basements, oh, and the books with 2 centuries of dust on them. If it was in Russia, we saw it. And all I wanted to do was just go home.
What was at home?
My horses, sailing, jet skiing.
And I thought the O'Lear kids were spoiled. Has there been a single thing in your life that you wanted and you didn't get?
1 or 2. Hey, you guys are back so soon. That wasn't much of a nap.
Oh, I could only get a walk out of him.
How is she?
She's still sleeping.
I'm good to sit with her through the night. I want you to go home.
No, I want
Can
to
you
stay.
take her home?
Most definitely, yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Look, I covered for you, didn't I? I lied to her mother on her sickbed. Now, the least you can do is go home when I ask you.
We didn't lie to her.
Gia, go home.
I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Oh.
You really love your sister a lot, don't you?
She's a smart mother, pain in the butt. She always has been.
Well, she knows her mind, that's for sure.
Yeah, so do you, but you don't drive me crazy. At least
Really?
not all the time.
Well, I'll have to work on that, because I like the thought of driving you crazy.
Good.